Motherfucker on. So all the way from the top of the hour to the bottom of the hour. You don't believe some of this shit.
This report is brought to you by 407 ETR. The 407 still closed from Enfield to Taunton because of construction. Starting to see some volume filling in on the freebound QEW. It's from just past Nikola Tesla off and on to past Centennial Parkway. After that, you're good to go. Indeed, eastbound 401, you're going to find it slow from Liverpool east of Dixon. Northbound 400, delay from approaching Finch up to Steeles, a quick break, and then it slows again from Highway 7 in the Express to north of Major Mackenzie. With Cottage Country traffic, I'm Asher Roth.
Spend your long weekend time with 407.
There's some good in there.
Your best choice for the things that matter most. Learn more at 407etr.com. Mississauga cloudy in downtown Toronto.
It took us 30 minutes to get on, but we're on. Fuck. All right, check this shit out, man.
Here are James Monroe and Laura Carney. Good afternoon. This is Thursday, October 10th.
Here's what's making news right now.
Believe this shit.
A 2-year-old woman from Scarborough is left clinging to life in hospital after being stabbed several times in her home. The suspect is her brother.
For real.
Stopping reminder when it comes to wheel safety. For truck wheel applying on 2 separate transport. Luckily, no one was hurt in either incident.
Ontario's education minister says the province will take a wait-and-see approach into the murder of a 14-year-old Hamilton boy whose mom says he was late at school.
I got the receipt,
Police look to
nigga.
points in 4 and 5. They host the Lightning tonight, and it's the Rays and Astros in a win or go home. Sports 45. TSX down at that goal higher, but top stock still up in smoke, falling to 2-year lows. Business at 56.
I told y'all yesterday.
Time for traffic and weather together on the
No money in that fucking business, eh?
Brought to you by Shell. Westbound on the QEW, we still have 2 separate problems. Westbound QEW approaching Erin Mills, 2 left lanes are blocked with a crash. Traffic is jammed solid from the 427, and then very heavy westbound QEW from the 403 ramp in Oakville to approaching Guelph line. That's where the left lane is blocked with another collision. At least the collision eastbound on the QEW approaching Huron, Ontario is out of the way, but a slow go eastbound QEW from Walkers to east of 3rd line. Then it's very heavy from approaching South down to Huron, Ontario. Southbound on the 400, south of Essa, 2 right lanes are closed. That's for vehicle fire cleanup. A huge backup southbound 400 from approaching Bayfield to south of Essa. If you're traveling the westbound 401, it's a slow go across the city as you approach Victoria Park, alternately express and collectors to Dixon. Another delay from the 427 to approaching Dixie and the collectors. Then it's heavy from the 410 express and collectors to Trafalgar Road. Eastbound 401, delays from east of Guelph line to Trafalgar. Again, as you approach Mississauga Road to Mavis. Then it's busy from east of Dixie to Victoria Park in the express. Delays continue to Kennedy in the collectors, and problems eastbound 401 east of Avenue Road and the collectors have cleared. Now with Shell Bronze, Silver, and Diesel fuel, you get 5 times the Air Miles reward miles. Minimum 25-liter fuel purchase required. And now with the forecast, here's Natasha Ramsahai.
It's a non-existent currency. You still put a minimum on it.
10 degrees, and it's still mainly sunny tomorrow for all the kids that have a PA day. Just kick them outside. They're going to love it. It's going to be a light lake breeze and a high of 8.
Why didn't they just schedule the PA day for Monday?
It is down to 10 degrees for the low. It is now 16 degrees up Pearson.
Cincinnati News Time 3:32.
A woman is fighting for her life in hospital after a stabbing in Scarborough. It happened just before noon in the Midland and Lawrence area.
680's Mark Douglas joins us live from the scene with the latest. Mark. James, a 22-year-old woman, was stabbed several times inside this home, and her own brother is the suspect. The victim is now in hospital with life-threatening injuries.
My brother stabbed you and not me. I don't know about that shit, man.
Right now, and they're still seeing this house surrounded with yellow police tape. This happened this morning in one half of this duplex here on Brookdale Road. Jackie lives in the other half, and he came home from university to find his neighbor's side surrounded with that tape.
Unsettling. Like I never thought something like this would happen where like I live.
Earlier today, officers could be seen searching through the bushes in the front yard looking for some evidence. A Toronto police detective here at the scene confirming the brother fled here in a vehicle, but details
details on a description on either the brother or the vehicle have not yet been confirmed and released. Now, the detective confirms the woman was stabbed several times. He could not confirm reports. It may have been as many as 15 times. The two families
15!
complex, according to the
15
neighbors,
stabs!
one on the
What
ground
the
floor, the other in
fuck?
the basement. This is the first trouble anyone I've met has seen in this home ever, near Brimley Road and Lawrence.
They said earlier they've never seen a police car at that house.
A dangerous day on 400 series highways with two separate cases of wheels flying off transport trucks.
Like it's 1993 again.
Live with more Stewart.
Yeah, Laura, OPP Sergeant Kerry Schmidt tells me this started as a set of wheels separated from a transport truck on the westbound 401 near Guelph line, bouncing across the median, then striking a vehicle head-on early this afternoon.
Causing just massive damage to that vehicle, and amazingly, the driver and the three passengers escaped any serious injury.
In that case, OPP say the transport truck driver did not remain at the scene of the crash. They're asking anyone with information to contact them. Then, just about an hour later on the westbound 403 in Mississauga, another set of wheels came flying off, this time striking a transport truck that was traveling in the same direction. No injuries in that case either. Investigations now underway in both cases. Schmidt telling me fines in these cases can go up to $50,000 as people switch on their winter tires, though, serving as an important reminder, these examples, because it's not just transport trucks. OPP say 2/3 of wheel separation cases actually involve passenger vehicles.
Those never make the news.
680 News.
I didn't even know that happened.
35, a Hamilton mom whose son was stabbed to death outside his school this week. Says her son was bullied and she did report it to the school. Now the province's education minister is being asked what the government plans to do in the wake of this. Here's 680's Irene Franklin.
Devin Selby's mom says the school system failed to protect her son from bullies that made school a nightmare. The Hamilton Wentworth District School Board has confirmed the school had received complaints about bullying against Devin. Education Minister Stephen Lecce says he is waiting for a review from the school board.
Today is about honoring this young man's life.
And that's why I don't have any answers for you.
Findings where we can learn collectively, individually, but what we could all do better in the context of safety.
Well, we could all do better, because it's your fault. It's not our fault. It's your fault. Yeah.
In Devin's death, which police have described as premeditated. I'm Irene Franklin.
They can describe it as that, but it don't sound premeditated.
The Finance Minister says he will deliver the province's next major fiscal update in early November. The city's Richard Southern has more.
The Finance Minister used this lunchtime talk at the Canadian Club in front of the Bay Street crowd to paint kind of a gloomy picture about the economy.
We are undoubtedly living in some uncertain time. A hard deal, no Brexit is pending. The U.S.-China trade war continues unabated. Protectionism is gaining strength globally, and G7 countries, including our own, are rolling up considerable debts in a time of relative prosperity.
Reporters asked him afterwards if he's trying to lay the groundwork here for more cuts.
We absolutely
Rolling
understand
up.
the need to get spending under control, but we also understand that there are very important services that Ontarians need.
The NDP, Sarah Singh.
The gloomy outlook that keeps being provided is to just make way to these cuts that are, in fact, going to hurt the most vulnerable people in our province.
We'll get a better idea of where the provincial finances stand on November 8th. That's when the minister says he'll deliver the fall economic update. I'm Richard Southern. 680 News Time 3:37. It's love over hate. Following an outpouring of support, a Syrian restaurant on Queen Street will reopen tomorrow morning.
Good.
680's Mo Qureshi joins us from Sophie's with the latest.
When Sophie's announced it was closing its doors, it sparked an outpouring of love and support, the likes of which Hussam Al Soufi says he could have never imagined.
We're going to hang all the love letters that we received on the wall.
They're reopening tomorrow thanks to some help from Paramount Fine Food CEO Mohammed Faki. They need your help, they need your love, and they need your support. The hate mail began when Al Soufi's son was seen on video as part of a group at an anti-Maxime Bernier protest, impeding the progress of an elderly lady. Al Soufi says he's
That's not what they said yesterday.
And wants to make amends.
And I invited them even here to the restaurant, and he promised me, this wonderful man, David, that he will bring his family, his mother and father, to eat in our restaurant.
On Queen West, I'm Mo Qureshi.
Coming up, we have cottage country traffic on the 9s and at 341 traffic.
You don't put up with that white supremacist shit up there, nigga.
When you're a parent, you learn to choose your battles. Some things you let slide, but some you don't. Take Doug Ford's conservative cuts to schools. His cuts will mean 10,000 fewer teachers in our kids' classrooms. 10,000. The Ford Conservatives' cuts to schools are one of those things we can't let slide. Because if we don't draw the line now, who knows what they'll cut next? Learn more at buildingbetterschools.ca. A message message from the Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario. City streets delays at the intersection of Christie Street and Tyrrell Avenue because of a collision. It is slow eastbound on Center Street in Dufferin for construction. Now, the 680 News gas price update. Info predicts the price of gas will not change at midnight, holding at $1.17.9 a liter at most GTA stations. 680 News time, 3:39.
So it's been 116, 117, or 118 for the last 2 weeks, right?
Thank you, Laura. This report is brought to you by MyMuskokaCottages.com. It is really starting to fill in eastbound on the 401. You're going to find it slow from White's in the Express and from Liverpool in the Collectors all the way over to east of Thixon when it starts to ease off. Off of those major routes, off of the 401, you're going to find Bowmanville Avenue slow both ways from Nash Road to north of Concession Road 4 because of construction on that route. 35 115 is down to a single right lane both ways from the 401 to Station Street. Right now, it doesn't look like it's slowing you down too much. Up in the Cabin area, Highway 7A has some lane closures affecting you on and off from Dranoa Road to County Road 10, and Highway 35 is slow in a couple spots in Copacaw from Baseline Road to Portage Road, and in Norland from north of
Portage
to Boundary Road. Northbound 400 jammed up approaching Finch to Steeles, and from Highway 7 in the Express to north of Major Mackenzie. Fort Erie bound QEW, you'll find it slow just past Centennial Parkway, and then it eases up. With Cottage Country traffic, I'm Asher Roth.
Spend Thanksgiving weekend with Muskoka Realtor Bob Clark and tour the most luxurious waterfront cottages in Muskoka.
So I rolled Chrome back and it didn't fix nothing. And I lost all my fucking bookmarks. But we are online, so technically it worked. So today I'm watching a big white man, taller and wider than me, getting in the face of a little black girl, shorter and smaller than me. And all she's saying is, know yourself, know yourself. And this man's getting in her face. It's not cool, bro.
Two left lanes are blocked. Traffic is jammed from the 427. Then approaching Guelph line, the left lane blocked with another collision. So a heavy backup on the westbound QEW once again as you're approaching third line right through to Guelph line. Eastbound traffic on the QEW is slow from Guelph line to east of third line. Also very heavy from Winston Churchill to east of Mississauga Road. That's due to some earlier problems. Not a bad drive though on the eastbound Gardner. Northbound on the Don Valley Parkway, that's heavy from Gerard to north of Lawrence, and northbound 404 much busier than usual. Delays from the 401 to north of Major Mackenzie.
Still have all these bookmarks.
The westbound 401, that's heavy approaching Victoria Park. Alternately Express and Collectors across the city to Dixon, and then delays again as you're approaching here Ontario Express and Collectors, still going to Trafalgar Road. Eastbound 401, busy sections from Guelph line to Trafalgar. Slows again approaching Mississauga Road to Mavis. Then delays across the city from east of Dixon to Victoria Park in the Express, all the way through to Kennedy in the Collectors. And on the 400, that has cleared, but
oh, shit.
From south of Duckworth to south of Essa. Closer to the city, southbound 400. It's busy from Shepherd onto the 401 ramps. Southbound 404 Don Valley Parkway, a slow go from south of Finch to the 401 ramps. And westbound Gardner, that's jammed from the DVP to west of Strawn. Slows again from the Humber Bridge to the 427. Taking the westbound 403 in Mississauga, it's backed up from the 410 in the Collectors to west of Mavis. Over 50, you may be at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. While getting your flu shot, ask about the Prevnar 13 vaccine. Visit Prevnar.ca to learn if it's right for you. And now with the forecast, here's Natasha Ramsahide.
All right, Carrie, it's going to be clear again tonight, down to a low of 10 degrees and mainly sunny again. Tomorrow, a bit breezy off the lake, up to 40 kilometers per hour, but it's a dry day, above seasonal at 18 degrees. Now, it's cooler for Saturday, getting up to just 14.
That's not real.
And we'll have to deal with some rain through the morning. At this point, it looks like the start time has moved up a little bit, so starting at any time around 6, 7 in the morning, but ending just after lunch, and then we'll get some sun. Overnight tonight, we're down to a low of 10 degrees. It is now 16 degrees at Pearson.
680 News Time, 3:43.
Now, the 680 News Market Minute live from the Business Center. Good afternoon, Richard Sutton.
Hey, Lauren, good afternoon. Markets moving higher here for a second day. We have the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 137 points, 26,483. The TSX picking up by a modest 35 points. The price of oil helping matters. It gained more than $1. Up to 53.63 the barrel. Canadian, or the price of gold round, is pulling back down $13, just below 1,500 the ounce, and the Canadian dollar's up to 75.21 cents US. This is 680 News.
Magic trick number 40, as in 40 years. That's how long Magic Windows has been around. 40 years of the most innovative patented breakthroughs in the business. 40 years of making windows and doors right here in the GTA. And most importantly, 40 years of satisfied customers.
Public post
Which is pretty
notifications.
magical, if we do say so ourselves. Give us a call at 1-800-OK-MAGIC. It's not really magic. It's just better, smarter thinking.
Welcome to the afterlife,
What?
old red sedan. It's a good thing your owner needed to get
You
rid of
can
it
get
fast.
Is this where I become a kidney car?
It is.
public.
You'll start supporting life-changing medical research and backing community education.
So why don't I get these notifications?
I thought I'd sit in that driveway forever. Need to get rid of an old car? Don't scrap it. Your car has a higher calling. Get a fast, free, and friendly tow for a minimum $300 tax receipt. Donate at kidneycar.ca.
This is All News Radio, 680 News.
Sunny and 15 degrees. Good afternoon from the 680 News Broadcast Center in downtown Toronto. I'm Laura Carney.
And I'm James Monroe. Here's what's making news right now.
A 22-year-old woman has life-threatening injuries in Toronto. Police say they're on the hunt for her brother following a stabbing in the Midland and Lawrence area of Scarborough. And it's been a dangerous day on 400.
Province invests nearly $40 million in student mental health. The fuck?
You can see the shocking pictures at 680news.com.
Time now for 680 Sports.
Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Here's Alex Cicero.
Laura, the Leafs could not catch the Lightning in the standings last season, and if anything's to change, Joe Bowen says games like tonight have to go Toronto's way.
The whole series will be a very important one. The 4 games that will be played between the two teams. And at this point, over the last little while, Cap has kind of had the better of the Maple Leafs at this. So the Leafs are going to close any ground. They're going to have to do it face to face.
Freddie Anderson and Andrei Vasilevsky, the goaltenders tonight, when the Leafs and Lightning go.
Fuck the sports. Skinners. Supreme Court. Oh shit. Supreme Court lets stand 9-year pornography sentence for daycare supervisor. Posted today, about an hour ago. It says, note this story contains details that may be disturbing to some. Well, we just said child pornography, didn't we? A 9-year prison sentence handed to a Toronto area daycare supervisor who used toddlers for child pornography will stand. The Supreme Court of Canada says it won't hear the Crown's appeal of the Crown's appeal to punishment meted out to the man, identified only as SC. The decision comes after the Ontario Court of Appeal affirmed in March that the sentence is appropriate. The prosecution had recommended the 39-year-old be handed a 15-year term, saying 9 years was far too lenient. Well, I happen to agree. SC, who lived with his mother and worked at several daycare centers, had asked for a 6-year sentence. Really? He pleaded guilty after admitting he had exposed. Court documents show police in Peel Region searched the man's home and found a, quote, massive amount of graphic and highly disturbing, end quote, images and videos of small children. Let's just leave it at that. No, that's it. What? In March 2018, Ontario Court Judge Donald McLeod sentenced the first-time offender to a total of 9 years, 6 for the sexual assaults, 1 for making child pornography, and 2 years for possession of the obscene material. You broke it down like that? McLeod noted the impact SC had motherfucker, on the victim's parents who gave pre-sentencing statements to the court. Victim impact statements. In its March 2019 decision, the appeal court found the punishment was sufficient both to denounce SC's behavior and deter others, saying a longer sentence would have done little to further those objectives. No, but it would have fucking... In fact, the court said a longer term could discourage people from pleading guilty and undermine rehabilitation. Really? So don't give me a long sentence. Give me a short sentence and I won't smoke weed no more. I promise. In attempting to have the Supreme Court weigh in, the prosecution argued the Court of Appeal was wrong to confirm concurrent sentences for some of SC's offenses instead of consecutive sentences. Wait a second. Wait. He's going to serve 6 years minus his dead time? Hold up. Why? First comment says, why is his identity being protected? Oh, and everybody knows what the deal is. It says, in response to that, don't worry, his identity will be exposed once he becomes accustomed to his new rooming arrangement. Hopefully his neighbors won't take long in welcoming him to the hood. This literally, all this is in the last hour. This is how active people are, right? Motherfucker, right? So I didn't so the headline don't say it was the Crown trying to get a longer sentence. Now see, we're used to hearing about 2-year sentences and 18 months and probation. So 9 years sounds like a lot up here. You get one guy got 13, what was it? 1,300-year sentence in Texas. He appealed it. They gave him 100, and they said, "Oh, you're right. Your sentence is too hard. We'll give you 180 years. 180 years." That's Texas. Up here, they fucking play games with this shit. Unbelievable. And they won't talk about this on the radio either. It didn't specify if he's going to. So the Court of Appeal was wrong to confirm. So he's getting concurrent sentence. That means he won't do more than the 6 years. And so how long has he been in jail? Peel Region. March 2018, he was sentenced. He's going to be in there less than 5 years. What the fuck? SC. God forbid. You got the initials SC. Oh my God. How come I don't get the fucking dictionary thing popping up here? Unbelievable. Sheer to release platform on Friday. Should you do that like a while ago? it says province invests nearly 40 million. What's it say? Province invests nearly $40 million in student mental health. Invest. That's an awkward sentence. In student mental health. The bulk of the money, $25 million, will go toward permanently funding approximately 180 frontline mental health workers in secondary schools across the province. These include social workers, psychologists, and psychotherapists. Really? So our society is so fucked up, we're gonna put the shrinks right in the fucking school, eh? Holy. Too many families have waited too long for the mental health services they require for themselves and for their children. By investing in frontline, that's the word they use, programs and services, we will continue moving forward. So that you've been doing this for a while, like we've been saying, to create a mental health system in Ontario that fully supports our students, end quote. Michael Tobolo, Associate Minister of Mental Health and Addictions, said. It's always mental health and addictions. The fuck? You can't be fucked up without drugs? Oh, are you fucking kidding? Kids Help Phone, something called the We Schools program, the Big Brothers and Big Sisters programs, something called the School Mental Health Ontario program. I don't know what that is.
Come visit Drop Windows. Time 3:56.
Time now for the business report. Here's Richard Southern.
Our Instagram has launched a new mode that contains an On This Day feature for sharing old posts, essentially turning Throwback Thursday into an official feature. In the Stories tab, you can find the Create button, and from there, you can find your old stories, which if you want, you can repost. If you shared stories from 2 or more years ago, you can tap it and boom, you got your Throwback Thursday. So it is Thursday. Let's have a little throwback. A year ago, at this very hour on 680 News, we were talking about Kanye West's infamous visit to the Oval Office. We also got the first details of what the Ontario Cannabis website would look like. 2 years ago on this very day, Sears officially filed for bankruptcy. So there's our Throwback Thursday. Facebook stock, or Facebook's the owner.
Even Sears can't make it in Canada.
Up to $179. Pop stocks
Target can't make it.
Yeah. Not seen since 2017. They are crumbling here after Exo became the latest cannabis company to lower earnings expectations, and that's not getting hit again. Exo shares down 23%, $3.74. Canopy Growth is sinking as well, down to $27.27. It's a 10% pullback for Canopy. And the big ETF in the space, the Horizons Marijuana Life Sciences ETF, is down to $10.51. The broader markets, mind you, are higher after U.S. President Trump said he plans to meet with China's chief trade negotiator. The TFX is up 47 points. The Dow is up 156. While the S&P 500 gained 17 points, 0.6%. The NASDAQ is ahead by 49. Price of oil's up $1 at $53.66. The barrel. Gold moving in the other direction here. This is the Express Gold Refining, XAU.ca gold price update. The elemental's down $14 to 1,498 U.S. dollars the ounce. Canadian dollar seeing a bit of a lift. It's up almost a quarter cent to 75.2 cents U.S. On the Toronto market, we're seeing the strength come from
Fucking me and bucking right back at
with all the
you.
big banks moving higher. Tech Resources in the base metal group is gaining more than $1. And in the broader markets, we're seeing the airline stocks pick up a bit of altitude with WestJet and Air Canada moving on up. Headlines coming up next on 680 News.
What does your dream home look like?
Hi, I'm Jeannie Becker, and for over 50 years, Georgian Renovations has been designing spaces you'll love. We know how hard it is making a decision to renovate. So for a limited time only, we're offering our interior design services for the incredible value of $5,000. See your vision come to life before you decide on your renovation, and buy with confidence, knowing exactly what your dream home will look like. Schedule your
Syrian restaurant subject of hate messages, death threats set to reopen. A beloved refugee-run Syrian restaurant, which was slated to close after receiving hate messages and death threats, is going to reopen Friday morning. Owners Hussam and Shanaz Al-Sufi, who emigrated to Canada in October 2015 with their 3 children, posted a message on the restaurant's Instagram account that the closure was prompted by numerous threats received over the past week. Yeah. You wanna bang on somebody, eh? Bang on somebody from here, man. I'll send you somewhere else, eh? A day after the owners announced their decision to close, restaurant patrons, owners of neighboring shops, and many others left messages of support and encouragement on the restaurant's windows, speaking out publicly against hate. Police say they have made contact with the restaurant owners and have opened a hate crime investigation. On Thursday, Hussam Al-Sufi says even though he is still fearful for the safety of his family, he did not want to be known as the business, quote, that gave in to hate. Our decision to close down the restaurant came from a place of fear. In doing so, we hope that the threat to our family and staff would dissolve and the hate messages would subside, said Al-Sufi. We do not wish to set a tragic example for future immigrants and refugee business owners as the business that gave in to hate. We want to foster hope and resiliency in the face of intimidation and hostility. The family will be taking a break from running the restaurant, however, leaving it under new management provided by Paramount Fine Foods CEO Mohammed Faki, that's what they said, who says all of the staff who lost their jobs when the restaurant was abruptly shuttered this week will be rehired. Quote, this family has gone through a lot and I know they need some time to recover. Dealing with hate is very hard. Money and business does not help when you're dealing with hate. Well, it can help sometimes, especially when it involves your family and your staff, said Faki. We're going to send a message that hate will never win in Canada. The success of this restaurant has become a reflection of how welcoming we are as a society, how welcoming Canada is to immigrants that want to contribute.
Doesn't let up through that whole stretch. You'll find Southfield before DVP slow as well. Southfield to the 401 ramps. It's Leon Save the Tax sale. Save the tax on all furniture, mattresses, and more, even on sale prices. Limited time and soon. See leons.ca for details. With a check of the forecast, Natasha Ransahigh.
All right, enjoy these clear skies while we have it today and tomorrow. This is the last day. So we're under clear skies tonight down to 10 degrees and tomorrow 18 degrees. Just a little bit of high thin cloud, but again staying dry, a bit gusty off the lake. Tonight we're dropping to a low of 10 degrees. It is now 16 degrees at Pearson. 680 news time, 4:02.
Family torn apart. A woman in hospital with life-threatening injuries after police say she was stabbed by her brother this morning in Scarborough.
680's Mark Douglas joins us live from the Midland and Lawrence area with the latest. Mark.
Laura, the victim, a 22-year-old woman. The suspect, her brother. No details have been released about him. A Toronto police detective here at the scene confirming earlier today the woman was stabbed several times this morning. He could not confirm reports. It may have been 15 times. The woman survived but had to go to hospital with life-threatening injuries. This all happened this morning in one half of a duplex here on Birkdale Road. Neighbors tell me this is simply frightening.
Makes you feel a little unsafe, Scooby. I'm just trying to play.
Now, the brother drove off. No word from police on why he allegedly attacked his sister. Neighbors say one family lives on the ground floor, another lives in the basement. Outside the house, yellow police tape has cordoned off that one side of the building, as an officer could be seen searching through the bushes in the front yard looking for evidence. Neighbors I've spoken to say they have never seen or heard any kind of trouble at this home before. In Scarborough, I'm Mark Douglas.
680 News Time 4:04. The wheels are coming off again on the 400 series of highways.
Again.
Not one but two scary instances today of flying truck wheels. 680 Stuart McGinn joins us live with that, Stu.
Yeah, James, on the westbound 401 at Guelph line early this afternoon, a set of transport truck wheels came flying off, striking an oncoming vehicle as they bounced over the median into the eastbound lanes.
It easily could have turned fatal in a second. It is just by the slightest of fractions that they were able to escape injury.
A driver and three passengers walking away from that crash, but the vehicle's front end was left with massive damage. You can see photos of that car on our website. In that case, OPP are searching for the transport. It did not remain at the scene. And the second case today, a transport truck smashed into another transport on the westbound 403 at Erin Mills Parkway. But OPP Sergeant Kerry Schmidt tells me don't tune out if you're thinking this won't happen to you, especially as we get into winter tire season.
About 2/3 of all the wheel separation that we investigate actually come from passenger vehicles, so it's not just transport trucks.
And the truth is, today's really an exception to the rule. Most of these cases do result in serious injury or even death. Reporting live, Stuart McGinn, 680 News.
680 News Time 4:05. In the wake of a 14-year-old boy being stabbed to death in front of his Hamilton High School, the province's education minister is being asked what he plans to do after reports the boy had been bullied. 680's Irene Precklett joins us with more.
Devin Selby was stabbed in front of his Hamilton school, his mom witnessing the attack. She says the school system failed to protect her son from bullies that made school a nightmare. The local school board has confirmed the school had received complaints about bullying against Devin. Education Minister Stephen Lecce says hopefully the school board's investigation will improve safety.
Specifically for the Hamilton board and for every board in the province of Ontario, I think it's a realization that there's more to do in the context of combating the reality of bullying in the classroom. This is all too often in schools in Ontario. It's everywhere.
Lecce did not commit to the province conducting its own investigation. I'm Irene Precklett.
Holy
This portion
shit,
of the news
eh?
is brought to you by the Herzegai Institute. We'll find out November 6th. The state of the province's economy. Here's 680's Richard Sutherland.
Well, the finance minister used this very business crowd here downtown at the Canadian Club to deliver a speech announcing that the fall economic update will be delivered on November 6th. That's when the government will update all its deficit projections. It was kind of a dour speech, though. The finance minister bringing up Brexit, bringing up the deficits Ontario is facing. And we asked Ron Phillips if he's laying the groundwork for more cuts.
I think what you'll see is a balanced approach, an approach that understands that there are expenditures that we need to make in strategic areas, but that also, to the point of my speech today, understands that for the medium and long term, we have to address the deficit.
So that means possibly more cuts then, Minister. Just silence on that one from the finance minister. We also asked him about the pledge to bring beer to corner stores. He said he expected a time for this long weekend. Richard Southern, 680 News.
Following an outpouring of support, a Syrian restaurant on Queen Street will reopen tomorrow morning. Soupy's shut down after the owners received hate messages and death threats. 680's Momin Qureshi reports.
After receiving some hate mail and death threats, Soupy's decided to close its doors permanently. But now, just a few days later, they're reopening for business. Thanks to some help from Paramount Fine Foods CEO Mohammed Faki, who says you can't let hate win. I also show them that I will stand beside them, and we will all stand beside them. Hussam Al-Soufi says he's received hundreds of letters of love and support.
Reaction to our decision was beyond what we imagined.
The hate came as a result of Al-Soufi's son being part of a group that impeded the progress of an elderly lady at an anti-Maxime Bernier protest. Al-Soufi says he's made contact with her family and plans to apologize.
We are determined to make amends with Mrs. Marston and her lovely family.
On Queen West, I'm Momin Qureshi.
Coming up in 30 seconds, latest problems on the streets. We'll take a peek at the pumps.
680 News Time 4:08.
Hi, I'm Cherry Tab, co-founder of the Herzig Eye Institute, and we do vision correction on chickens. It's true. Afterwards, when they're not feeling chicken anymore, they always say, I don't know why I was so nervous. It was so easy. Thank you. Thank you for holding my hand and answering my questions and taking such good care of me. So what are you waiting for? Google High Definition Vision. Learn about Herzig. Call us for a consultation. There's no charge. Look after yourself. Promise me.
City streets crashing Dundas west of the 427 at Nielsen, causing heavy delays in both directions. And in Mississauga, another collision reported at Britannia and Credit View. That's the City News gas price update. And Pro predicts price will not change at midnight at but $1.17.9 a liter at most GTA stations. 6 City News time 409, Cottage Country traffic on the 9th. Asher Roth.
I'm going to my own
This report is brought to you by
Facebook, and all it is crime, 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 please, crime, crime, violence.
In the Express and from Liverpool in the collectors over to east of Fixin, off of the 401, a couple of slow spots. Highway 12, you'll find delays from Scugog line 8 to line 9 in both directions, and also up in the Midland area, Highway 12 is slow both ways from Highway 93 to approaching King Street. That's because of construction in that area. Highway 407 still closed both ways from Enfield to Taunton because of construction on the 407 extension. Bowmanville Avenue, we've got construction closing some lanes and slowing things down both ways from Nash Road up to north of Concession Road 4. Also some delays north of Taunton by Concession Road 6. 35-115 down to a single right lane from the 401 to Station Street and back, and not causing any delays right now. In the Cavan area, Highway 7A is slow both ways from Dranoel Road off and on to County Road 10, again because of construction, and a few slow spots on Highway 7 in Brock, in Harcourt, and in Tweed. It's slow both ways through all of those areas. With Cottage Country traffic, I'm Asher Roth.
Right now at Foodland, 9-inch compliments.
Yeah, Tweed's actually a freaking place,
just
right?
$4.99, and blueberries or raspberries are 2 pints for just $5. Happy Thanksgiving, Foodland. Fresh food, friendly neighbors.
Dad, why aren't we moving?
Because we slid off the road, Sam.
Why?
Because we didn't have the proper grip.
Why?
Because we didn't get winter tires.
Why?
Because I should have gone to Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac Certified Service for up to $200 off a new set of tires with my Scotiabank GM Visa card, plus a price match guarantee on all major tire brands.
Oh. I gotta go to the bathroom.
The federal election is on October 21st. If you think you'll be away from home or too busy on election day, you can vote early. Advanced polls will be open from October 11th to 14th. Check your voter information card or visit elections.ca for all the ways you can vote.
For the official information you need to vote, visit elections.ca or call 1-800-463-6868.
It's our vote. 60 News time 411.
Traffic and weather together on the ones here, Zach.
This report brought to you by Promenade Park Towers, as well as westbound QEW problems cleared. We now have another one. I'm looking right now at the cameras, the West QEW. Just before Burloak, we have 2 right lanes blocked off with a collision. It's jammed from approaching 3rd to that point. Before this, you'll find it slow from the 427 to west of Mississauga Road, and then again from Burloak, which is right after this collision area, to the 403 ramp into Hamilton. West Gardner, before this, that's jammed from the DVP to west of Stratton Park side to the 427. We have north 427 delays from the 409 up to Finch, and if you're traveling westbound on the 401, that's now slow from Warden, alternately express collectors to Dixon, then approaching here Ontario to Trafalgar, east 401 busy through Milton, east of Guelph line to Trafalgar, approaching Mississauga Road to Mavis, Dixie over to Victoria Park in the express through Kennedy in the collectors, north DVP 404, that is just jammed, not letting up whatsoever from Dundas all the way up to north of Elgin Mills. You'll find some 400 slowdowns in Barrie, all because of earlier problems, approaching Bayfield to Dunlop, then from Shepherd down towards the 401 ramps, 7404 DVP, that's a slow go from south of Finch to south of Lawrence. If you're headed east on the QE Gardner, right now just volume from Guelph line to east of 3rd, Winston Churchill to east of Mavis, through the Humber Bridge, and then approaching Dufferin as well. Looking off the main routes, we have a pretty significant problem at the intersection of Dundas and Nielsen, just west of the 427, very slow in both directions, heading and in Thornhill, a new reported problem westbound Center Street, approaching Dufferin, right lane blocked with a collision. Keep in mind, it's already very slow through here and congested, all because of some very heavy construction. Coming soon to Thornhill, the Promenade Park Towers by Liberty Development, a new fashionable address with direct access to Promenade Mall. Register now at promenadeparktowers.ca. Let's check the forecast. Here's Natasha Ramsahide.
It's pretty good. Clear skies again tonight and winds getting lighter. I know it's been a bit gusty today, down to 10 degrees. Tomorrow, gusty again. again off the lake up to about 40 kilometers per hour, but lots of sunshine. Just saw that high thin cloud out and about, 18 degrees, and then we're into rain on Saturday. So we wake up to about 4 to 6 millimeters worth of rainfall. Should end just after lunch, and then the rest of the afternoon is dry. 14 degrees, the high that day. Overnight tonight, we're down to a low of 10 degrees. It is 16 degrees now in Pearson.
680 News Time, 4:13.
Now 680 News Market Minute, Richie.
Hey, TSX is moving on up this afternoon. It's higher by 42 points, even with Canada stocks collapsing. Exo with some more downbeat news. That stock's falling more than 20%. The Dow Jones Industrial average up 150 points. S&P's up 19. Nasdaq up 47. Canadian dollars up almost a quarter cent, 75.21 cents US. This is 680 News.
Find a car today, how much better? Visit OntarioCars.ca.
Now, here, I know you're an expert on buying a car and all, and I appreciate that, I really do. But don't you suppose that maybe, just maybe, everybody could use a little help, like Carrie here?
Well, she told me it was easy. I went to OntarioCars.ca, don't you know, I fell in love with a beauty.
See, look up OntarioCars.ca to find sellers you can trust. Don't worry, you'll be just fine.
You can now buy your Lotto 649 and Lotto Max tickets at every lane in select grocery stores. Honey, the other lines are moving way faster.
Yeah, but since lottery tickets and groceries are a perfect pair, just like you and me, I'm sticking with checkout 5. It's our number.
Why is 5 our number?
It's our anniversary.
You think it's the 5th?
Yeah.
Then maybe we'd be better off with lane 7.
Ow, motherfucker.
Lane 7, here we go.
Yep, now you can buy your Lotto 649 and Lotto Max tickets at every checkout lane. Which lane will you play?
This is All News Radio, 680 News.
It's a sunny cloud in downtown Toronto, 16 degrees in Pearson. Good afternoon from the 680 News Broadcast Center. I'm James Monroe.
And I'm Laura Carney. Here are the top stories this hour.
Stabbed by her own brother, a young woman fighting for her life after police say she was stabbed by a family member earlier today in Scarborough. The 22-year-old rushed to a trauma center after being found at a home on Burkdale Road that's in the Midland and Lawrence Avenue East area. Suspect fled, remains at large at this hour. And we're almost there. Here comes the long weekend. Country traffic, your weekend forecast after sports.
680 News Time, 4:15. Time now for 680 Sports.
From Sportsnet 590 Defense, brought to you by Dogs Garage Doors, Alex. James, Maple Leafs, Lightning, tonight, Scotiabank Arena, and Mike Babcock will have his pen and his pad at the ready.
I think it's a big opportunity for you, and you get to find out about your players. You know, all forwards, all 6D, the goaltender, you find out about everything. There's nowhere to hide. There's real good teams playing. I thought we played really well last game. I liked the one, but I liked the way we played, and I liked our process and the way we went about it. We have to have the same thing. They're a good team.
And Braden Point will make his Tampa season debut. Sportsnet 590, The Fan, and Sportsnet will have that at 7. Well, who's playing the Yankees in the ALCS? We're going to find out tonight. It's the Astros and Rays in game number 5. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Sportsnet 1 with first pitch at 7:07. News in Philadelphia this morning. The Phillies firing manager Gabe Kapler after 2 seasons. Raptors splitting their preseason series in Tokyo this morning, falling to the Houston Rockets 118-111. And the Patriots can move to 6-0 tonight as they take on the New York Giants and kicking off Week 6 in the National Football League. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour or anytime on the home of Tim and Sid starting Monday. Sportsnet 590 The Fan.